Hello everyone. Welcome to the first class of our digital fashion illustration course using Adobe Photoshop. Today, we are going to learn how to create a fashion croquis and cover some basic Photoshop essentials along the way. Let's jump right in. First, let's open up Adobe Photoshop and create a new document. To do that, go to File, then New. In the dialog box, select Print from the options and you'll find an A4 sheet preset. Once you've got that selected, hit Create. Now that our canvas is ready, let's place the croquis. If you've already drawn a croquis, great. You can open it now, but if you don't have one, you can always find a croquis template online. To import your croquis, go to File and select Place Embedded. Look for the croquis in which folder you have saved it. And click Place. Once the croquis is placed on the canvas, you can resize it to fit your document. Just drag the corners to adjust the size, and once it fits perfectly, press Enter. Before we start working on the design, let's take a moment to go over some basic Photoshop essentials. The most important thing to understand in Photoshop is layers. You'll find the Layers panel on the right side of your screen. If, for some reason, you can't see it, go to Window, Workspace, Reset Essentials, and it will appear. So, what are layers? Right now, our croquis is on its own layer, and you can see it here. If you click on the little eye icon next to the layer, it will hide the croquis, and clicking it again will show it back. Now, here's something important to remember. If you're drawing or coloring directly on the croquis layer and then use the eraser tool, it will erase both the croquis and the colors together. Let me show you what I mean. I'll quickly draw some color directly on the croquis layer, but you'll notice it's not working. Photoshop will show a warning that you need to rasterize the layer first. So, click on OK. Now, I can add color, just like this. But watch what happens when I use the eraser tool. See? It's not only removing the color, but it's also erasing the croquis itself. To avoid this, you should always create a new layer before adding any colors or designs. Let's do that now. I'm adding a new layer from here, and with this new layer selected, I'll add color again. Now, when I use the eraser tool, you'll see that only the color is erased, and the croquis remains untouched because it's on a separate layer. So, always remember to create a new layer whenever you're adding new elements. This way, you can make changes or delete them later without disturbing the original croquis. You can also rename your layers for better organization. Simply double-click on the layer name, type in what you want, and press Enter. And if you ever need to delete a layer, just select the layer and drag it to this little dustbin icon at the bottom of the Layers panel. Now, let's prepare our croquis for coloring. We only want the outlines of the croquis, not the background paper. To do this, go to Image, Adjustments, Desaturate. This will make the entire image black and white. Again, go to Image, Adjustments, Levels. This will help make the white areas whiter and the black outlines darker, so we get a clearer croquis. Adjust the sliders until you're happy with the contrast, and then hit OK. Now, take the Magic Wand tool from the toolbar and click on the white areas of the image. We only want the croquis outlines, so we are going to remove all the white parts. After selecting the white, right-click and choose Similar to select all the white areas in the image. Once all the white is selected, press Delete on your keyboard. To check if the white has been successfully removed, you can hide the background layer by clicking the eye icon next to it. Now we are left with only the croquis outlines. Now press Ctrl+D to remove the selection. But if we start coloring the croquis now, you'll notice that the color starts leaking outside the lines. This happens because our outline is broken somewhere. To fix this, we are going to use the brush tool. Here are some helpful shortcuts to improve your workflow. To zoom in or out, hold the Alt key and scroll with your mouse. To move the canvas up or down, simply scroll with the mouse wheel. To fit the canvas to your screen, press Ctrl+0. And to adjust the brush size, use the bracket keys to decrease and to increase the brush size. Now, zoom in and look for any broken lines in your croquis where the color is leaking. Once you find the gap, adjust the brush size to match the thickness of your outlines. Select the eyedropper tool to pick the exact color of the outline. Then switch back to the brush tool to connect the broken lines. Carefully fill in all the gaps in the outline. And take the eraser tool to remove any dirt or unnecessary lines. Once this is done, your croquis will be ready for coloring without any leaks. Next, select the magic wand tool and, with the croquis layer selected, click outside of the croquis. Hold down Shift while clicking to select all the areas outside the croquis. Now, right-click and choose Inverse. This will select the inside of the croquis, allowing us to color it without the color spilling out. Let's add a new layer for the body color. Rename it Body Color and place it underneath the outline layer. Choose the brush size to be a bit larger and then pick the color you want for the body. As you start coloring, the color will stay inside the croquis outline because of our selection. Once you're done, press Ctrl+D to remove the selection. Next, select the outline layer and change its blending mode from normal to multiply. This will allow the color to show through the lines while keeping the outlines crisp. Now, let's move on to shading. There are two methods to add shading. The first method is by using the Burn tool. Go to the toolbar and right-click on the Dodge tool. It has three options, and one of them is the Burn tool. The Burn tool darkens areas, creating shadows. It works only on the coloring layer. Here in the range is mainly work on the midtones, or you can change it and try whatever works for you. And in the exposure to control how dark the shading is. Right-click and always choose the soft round brush for shading, as it blends smoothly. Add shadows wherever the body needs depth. For highlights, you can use the Dodge tool, found in the same drop-down menu. It works similarly, but instead of darkening, it lightens areas, giving them a highlight effect. The second method for shading is doing it manually. Add a new layer for shading and place it above the body color layer. Use the eyedropper tool to pick the base body color and then choose a slightly darker tone for the shadows. Now, take the brush tool, right-click, and choose the soft round brush again. Set the brush flow to 3 to 4% for smoother blending. To keep the shading inside the croquis, we need to select the body again. You don't need to start from scratch, just hold Ctrl and click on the thumbnail of the body color layer. This will create a selection around the body. Now select the shading layer and begin shading, adjusting the brush size as needed for finer details. If you feel the flow is too light, you can increase it slightly. Once you're happy with the shadows, switch to a lighter tone of the body color and add highlights in the same way. Once you're done with shading and highlights, press Ctrl+T to remove the selection. And there you have it. Your croquis is now ready for draping garments and designing your next look. And that's it for today. Don't forget to practice these techniques and get comfortable with the tools we've covered. If you found this class helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next class. See you next time.